everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead in the NFC South, we have a matchup of two QBs who can flat out spin it. It's Drew Brees and the Saints taking on Jameis Winston and the Buccaneers.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Brees. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And the play clock's running down. They run with Pumphrey. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for it with Pumphrey. And spins away. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Defense showing blitz. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. Play action now. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. William Golston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better. And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way down, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions. It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyler Davison. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Spinning away. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's it, baby. Here we go. Ready. 95 to 53. Here we go. Oh, shoot.
Breeze to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. knocked to the ground. It's Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run it again with Kamara. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground near the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run.
Let's go now.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Breeze. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield, all the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, you'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Toss play, Kamara, and a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Brees. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Peterson gets the handoff from Brees. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Fresh set of downs here. Bree's going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a pitch out to Kamara. Oh, twisting away. Shoves him away. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. It's complete to Flater. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Caught right side at Snead. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to the ground, Peterson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run again with Peterson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Kill. Here we go.
the pistol. They run with Peterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. In motion left, that's Jackson. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they have really been able to contain AP, and because of it, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they've done a really nice job in this game. A lot of group tackling. Rare that one guy gets him on the ground consistently. They've done an excellent job of containing him in this game.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're up by one. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. It's Pumphrey on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.